This is the youth program, part of the Courageous African Women Network. Please come and join us. Let's make this a success so that our children can know their identity, so they can know that where we came here to better our life, not to come here to cause trouble. So when the problem coming to the new country is, what I found, because my boys, I'm a mother of 4 boys, sometimes it can be peer pressure. You know, I'm with the group because they're doing this, I have to do this. Like for example, even my other son, when he was in school, this boy always used to bother him, and the friends would say, oh, go and fight him, you know. But in Africa, that won't happen. The child will come home and tell the parent, and the parent will see the other parent, and they will sit and talk it, you know. But then suddenly I got a call from the school that he was in the park fighting, and it's not this child that I know. But then when we went into everything, the principal, the school and I talked to him, we got to know it was the peer pressure, the influence from other friends in the group that he was associating himself with. Yeah. Another thing we found here culturally that disturbs is that when I'm talking to my child, they need to listen. But yeah, we find children talking to their parents, arguing and all those things. So coming to a new country is a huge blow in our face as well, you know. And another cultural thing that we found that is not right is, if your son or your daughter marry into another family, you're supposed to always interact with that family. People are supposed to build up a relationship. But yeah, it's not that. Everyone for themselves. You know, I marry the man, I don't marry the parents, I don't marry you, the mother. It's a huge cultural difference. Come and join us, please. Everyone out there, you have something important that this group can benefit from. Thank you, God bless.
I came to Perth in 2013 in May. I was 16. I play a lot of sport, and then dancing is one of the main sports that is really important in my culture. As a human being, you have to know yourself and you have to know where you came from. The problems that happen is, as we are in a different land, let's say it might get to a point, if someone asks you like, where you from, you might not know who you are, and then they might just keep calling you a man who has no background. That might be one of the biggest problems, like being insulted as a man who doesn't know himself. If you don't know yourself, then you go in the wrong path. Yeah, just try to adopt to all of the cultures. And like, if you don't understand your own culture, then how are you gonna understand all of the other cultures? You know, like as a person, things have to start with you, and then just explore outside. Because if you don't understand yourself, how are you going to understand all of the other cultures?
There's no one guiding them, they end up doing the wrong thing. And that's why it is so important, Australian and the community and the youth leaders, to work as a team in order to protect the kid from the negativity.
We can put an end to the violence against women in our community.
If they see something, say something.
Imagine if she was your daughter.
Build a community against domestic violence. Let's.
Yeah, look, basically I'm the inspector in charge of multicultural engagement, the community engagement division for police, and my role is basically involved with the African communities, education and awareness and building of community resilience, etc., upon the people of the new and emerging communities that have settled here in WA. Well, basically I go and work with the African communities, with their youth, with their women's group, and build greater understanding within the community to make their process of settlement easier.
All we have is 3 suspects wearing scarves over their faces.
it was pretty hard because.
Oh, and it misses, ladies and gentlemen, just like I was saying, this has been a fierce competition. What are we looking at? It has gone now to a sudden death. He looks at the keeper looks at him. He's going. What is... Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, that turns out to be the end of the competition. What a wonderful competition we're having. Ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry for that. Sometimes when you're involved in soccer, it's pretty hard to keep your, My name is Friday Zico. I started getting involved in soccer when I was in high school. Went to Melbourne Senior High School. Growing up as a kid from a different country, it was pretty hard. I came from South Sudan. I moved from Uganda, and during the civil war and stuff like that. So my parents applied for asylum, and we came over to Australia, Perth. That was in 2004, and then from there on, started learning English, and from there I started learning English, and it was pretty hard because adapting to life in Australia was pretty difficult. And first of all, we didn't know the language, and the language was pretty challenging as well. We only knew my language, which was Acholi, and it was pretty hard, just with culture shock in most ways, and the most challenging was always being able to adapt to new culture, new weather, new people. So it was pretty difficult.
To move over here and having to leave everything you know and love and escaping because your life was in danger or your family's life is in danger. Some people maybe have had to be in refugee camps before they were able to come to somewhere like Australia, and having to witness what they've witnessed, which is there's a lot of trauma which tends to be in the background.